Hello, my name is Debbie Bell, and on behalf of the Franklin County Health Department, I'd like to welcome you to Working on Wellness. Today, I am pleased to be joining you from Kentucky State University's campus as we join in their efforts to celebrate December 1st being World AIDS Day. For those of you that may not be aware, in 1988, World AIDS Day was celebrated as the first ever global health observance. From then on, this is something that has been brought to our attention in order to highlight those that have passed on from HIV and AIDS or those that are still living with the condition. Today, I am so excited to have with me Derek Gilmore, who is the Program Director for Research Grants and Sponsored Programs on the university's campus. Hi, Mr. Gilmore.
Good morning. How are you, ma'am?
Doing great. Thank you so much for allowing us to join you in your program today. Can you tell us a little bit about the university's observance of World AIDS Day?
Well, as you know, HIV and AIDS disproportionately affects African Americans, and particularly those who identify as LGBTQ. So with that being said, the university wants to make sure that our students are aware and they appropriately prepare themselves to deal with HIV and AIDS. And we also want to commemorate those who have lost their lives in the state of Kentucky or in the Commonwealth due to HIV-related health issues.
Can you tell us a little bit about what the university has planned today? I see the red carpet is down and we have this wonderful banner up behind us, but just maybe tell the public a little bit about what's going to happen on campus.
Oh, well, we have an exciting list of events today scheduled. We'll start off at 10 a.m. this morning with a balloon release. And again, that balloon release is to commemorate those. Since the U.S. government started tracking those who were infected with HIV and AIDS in the U.S., estimates are that about 6,000 individuals in the Commonwealth of Kentucky have contracted HIV and AIDS. And so we'll start off with a balloon release to commemorate those in the Commonwealth at 10 a.m. We'll have a great speaker who will be coming in, Ms. Yetta Young, who's the author of a book called Butterfly Confession. So Ms. Young will come in and speak to our students about empowering themselves to make sure that their health is first and that they are actually taking necessary measures to ensure their safety.
It sounds like a very filled day of events for this observance. You were talking about this balloon release, and I can't wait to get that on camera. We're excited to be participating in some of these events today. But, you know, something that I find interesting, being in public health, you don't hear as much anymore about HIV and AIDS. You know, for the longest time it was a really hot topic, but I appreciate that you're working with these students to, again, bring this to light, and it is still a problem. I think the latest statistic I looked at is there are about 34 million people nationally that are living with HIV and AIDS, so still a huge, public health issue. Can you tell us a little bit about how this peer-driven education is working on the university's campus?
Yeah. And you're exactly right. So we know that about approximately 34 million people are living with HIV and AIDS, but what we don't know is those individuals who have not been tested and don't know their status. So what we developed here at KSU is a model that looks at peer education. I'm an old man, so when our students look at me, they rather have the information come from people who are of a similar age and who have a similar, use a similar cadence, if you will, as far as communicating with each other about what a healthy sexual education program looks like. So we have spent time and effort to make sure our students understand peer education models, and we actually use a program called Community Promise. And Community Promise is a peer education or peer-led education program that engages young people in conversations, education, outreach, and awareness about HIV and AIDS prevention.
That's terrific. We see a lot of those models working where they're able to share the information on a one-on-one basis with people, like you were saying. I'm kind of like you, sometimes they don't want to hear it from me, but when they hear it from people that they go to school with, and especially with HIV and AIDS, it's a sensitive topic, and it's private and it's personal. So being able to talk about those things out freely is a great thing.
And one of the things that we've tried to do in using this model is, again, as far as our education and outreach efforts, is again to engage our young people not only on our campus here at Kentucky State, but we know that our students live and navigate throughout the communities here in Franklin County. And so with that being said, we want to make sure that, again, those students are reaching out to young people of a similar age group, ages 18 to 24, here in the Franklin County area. And again, educating and providing them where testing options, where can you get tested for HIV and AIDS, what are your testing options. Here on our campus, we've increased our testing options. Students can get tested on a daily basis. We also have partnerships with the Franklin County Health Department as well as the State Cabinet for Health and Family Services to provide testing on a daily basis. So again, increasing testing options for our students and young people throughout the community, letting them know what resources are available regardless of their status, and making sure that they're just aware of what services are available to them as support systems.
Well, that's absolutely terrific, because I know sometimes the knowledge becomes very powerful when we know what we're dealing with, and having access to those tests on a daily basis, as you said, that's very important. Now, with today's event, you will have testing following Ms. Young's presentation?
Yes, we'll be offering testing here in our Hill Student Center from 1 to 4:30 p.m. And we usually test on a monthly basis. We'll have annual big testing campaigns, and this will be one of them. So it'll be on the 3rd floor of the Hill Student Center. So if any of our students are available, or members of the other community would like to come out for testing this afternoon, we welcome you to our campus, to KSU, if you haven't visited us. And of course, we'd like to welcome our students as well to come out and, again, know their status.
Well, this is exciting, Mr. Gilmore, and I thank you so much for welcoming us, and I look forward to this day's event.
Well, thank you, and we greatly appreciate your visit.
Thanks. Please join us now as we head outside in this rainy day to release these 6,000 balloons that once again commemorate the number of people that have lost their lives from HIV and AIDS.
7, 6, 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Someone get this on film.
Joining me now is Miss Yetta Young, 16-year national producer, executive director, new book author, and she's joining us today from Kentucky State University. Ms. Young, thank you for being with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about your role in today's program at the university?
Well, today I was here as their keynote speaker to help commemorate World AIDS Day for those that have lost their lives to HIV/AIDS. And to show a brief presentation of my play, Butterfly Confessions, that raises awareness to HIV and AIDS, as well as domestic violence against women and girls. And so that was my role here today at Kentucky State University. And Butterfly Confessions is a love letter to women that reveals intimacy, that reveals sexual topics of intimacy, education, information, inspiration. And so it's a wonderful piece of monologues and vignettes that are inspiring as well as uplifting, but informative.
That's wonderful. It sounds like you're taking a very sensitive topic and making it where it can be conversational. So
Yes.
very, very important and timely. As I was reading some information about you, the term edutainment came up. Can you tell our audience a little bit about exactly what that is?
What edutainment is? Well, edutainment is education. It's a hybrid of education and entertainment. And so I've merged the two. And edutainment is not a term that I've coined, but it's a term when you mix educational piece with an entertaining piece. And so, like I mentioned, Butterfly Confessions, it's educational. We give statistics on HIV/AIDS, domestic violence. We talk about everything from, the stereotype of black women not doing therapy. But then we add in some entertainment, so that we don't beat you over the head with the information. We make it entertaining and fun, inspirational, as well as educational. And so there's some pieces that deal with plethora of everything, but you walk away at least feeling hopeful as well as educated.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I know that the group today was excited to hear your message. Now, do you have future engagements planned where you're taking this throughout?
We are working on doing a major tour. I've toured some of my previous productions before, and so with Butterfly Confessions, we're working on doing that. But if anyone wants to get involved, they can get involved with what we call in the Butterfly Confessions movement. And different colleges are performing it. So this year, Ohio Wesleyan University actually produced and directed it themselves. And so that gives them that empowerment by doing it themselves, and they'll be doing it again in 2015. And so we're just hoping that other colleges and communities and theaters would want to produce it themselves, because it's an empowering experience just to be able to take the material, to delve through it. There's some tough topics in there, but there's some fun topics, and it could be a bonding piece for a lot of communities. And so that's what I'm hoping to get the word out there through the Butterfly Confessions movement.
Well, I know I can't wait to read the book, and I certainly appreciate your time and being willing to speak with us today, and I wish you all the best.
Well, thank you so much.
I'm standing here now at Kentucky State University with the Franklin County Health Department. I have with me Leah Aubrey and Susan Nesselrode. Thank you all for being with me.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the testing that you're offering today for KSU students?
Yes, today we're here on campus for World AIDS Day. Our health department, we are offering chlamydia and gonorrhea screening with urine samples. And then another agency, the State Department for Public Health, is offering rapid HIV testing for students.
This is really terrific, a terrific opportunity for our students here with the observance December 1st. I can't even believe it's saying December 1st, but the World AIDS Day. It's been a great day on the campus. Most people will be viewing this after the event is over. So is there a time that, should someone see this and say, hey, maybe I should get tested, that they could either come back out to the university, or are we here often, or come into the health department for that?
The Betty White Center on campus offers all STD testing to all KSU students. We partner with the Betty White Center to come here and do testing, either gonorrhea and chlamydia or HIV testing. But as Lee already said, the State Department for Public Health is doing the HIV testing today, and we're doing the gonorrhea and chlamydia testing. If they prefer to come to the health department, we offer same-day scheduling. They can call at 8 o'clock in the morning that they want to come in and be screened also.
Well, I appreciate you all talking with me today, and I appreciate what you're doing here on campus.
You're welcome.
I want to thank all of the guests that we've had here on Working on Wellness today, and if you happen to be someone that is interested in being tested, I think we've got some information now on how we can make those appointments and get that information known. If you have more information about World AIDS Day, please visit www.worldaidsday.org. As always, if you have a topic that you'd like to see us cover through the Working on Wellness program, please contact us at www.fchd.org. Thanks, and we look forward to seeing you next time.